Hey, Rick at that.
Hello, what's up this evening? Up in this game, yeah, I know you see it. All the way up, yeah, it's no deceiving. We ain't journey, but don't stop believing. Ain't no uno folk, yeah, it's a trio. Triple up, yeah, do it for our people. Ain't no splitting, yeah, it's always equal. And them boys cold, yeah, I say free, yo. Number one, yeah, we gon' talk about real. Old school player, not just hitting ring the bell. New Jersey brother with stories to tell. Delivering the real like he was handling mail. Them got tired, bringing in the swag. Black and gold country, handling the bag. Tar Heel living, laughing and never mad. Plus a light skinned life that me and Real never had. Oh yeah, and then there's me. No doubt, man, the wildest of the three. Don't filter, incite, awaken in a dream. The absolute no F giver on the team. All three come together, man, know so well. Feeding off of each other, man, by no sale. Too strong with the vibes, man, ain't gon' fail. 3 shots to the dome, finna give y'all hell.
3 shots to the dome, turn us up, cause you know we on. 3 shots to the dome, recognize all of it on. 3 shots to the dome, turn us up, cause you know we on. 3 shots to the dome, recognize all of it on.
Welcome back to 3 Shots to the Dome. We're doing it again. This is another episode. I'm Ty. This is Sam. Give him something, Sam. Rail. Terrell. My dog. Yeah. I'm rocking no hat today. I'm letting the nugget flow. You know what I mean? Letting it ride. Cats got jokes. You know what I mean? Niggas, we can get into the things today. You know what I mean?
Niggas jealous because of all this luxuriousness in this head and everything. You feel me?
Y'all can't see the top of his head, but we gonna get into
because the way my shit is twisted. This nigga mad.
Yeah. I can let my shit grow nigga be twisted, and I can have a George Jefferson with dreads, but I'm not gonna do that. So let's get into
episode 1, y'all.
Episode 1. So today we have a problem with cutting up. You know what I'm saying? Because Sam has an issue with, starting shit with me early on.
And I don't know light skinned people in general.
He has a problem with light skinned, you know what I'm saying? And he calls me light skinned because he thinks he's way darker than me, simply because the light's hitting on me and I got the bald head and it's different. But he the same complexion. But anyway, we're not gonna get into shade shaming
and
people. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're not gonna get into that because that's disrespectful. First of all, but today our topic of today is going to be youth sports. There's a lot of
it's going to be one of them.
Craziness. Well, that's one of the topics today. Is going to be youth sports, and there's a lot of drama and craziness going on with youth sports. And me being a father and being the guy that I am, you know what I'm saying, and putting my kids into different sports and soccer and football and basketball and flag football and all that different stuff. I'm seeing a lot of the things that we go through as parents. Trying to take care of our kids and wanting our kids to be involved in things. And I've gone through some things, but I'll let things kind of come back around to me. I'll touch base with Sam and Terrell, and we'll see what they think, what their take is on youth sports right now. A quick take from me with youth sports is there's a lot of little things, like the top 5 things. And I know Terrell wants to jump in there, but wait a minute, give it a second. Now I know you know anxious.
Yeah, boy, trigger happy, won't he?
Anxious.
Trigger happy,
before what I'm saying, I open the floor up. To the fellas. I want to just say that from my area, from my aspect of it with the youth sports is, a lot of kids are quitting before they even get involved. A lot of parents are complaining that, it's too expensive, and I can't argue with that. That is a real thing. It is super expensive. A lot of parents are paying for their kids to play on the team, and it's super expensive, and their kid don't play. Their kid on the bench. Now, granted, some of y'all's kids is trash.
I say it's definitely level. It's
definitely there's levels to this. Don't get me wrong. Bro. Don't sign your kid up for no youth sports where you got to pay a ton of money for a uniform and shoes and a bag. No. You go to the local rec. You go to the local rec league and sign your kid up for fun.
Where they get a guaranteed quarter.
So they get a chance to play. They get a chance to run.
Quarter.
Yeah, let's stop.
Get a band.
Let's stop thinking that you gonna sign your kid up and pay $400 for your kid to play AAU and get mad because your kid ain't getting no run. Your kid's trash. Let's keep it on it. You know what I mean? He got no handle. Come on, man. Like, I mean, let's keep it on it. I'm not the one. I'm not a sugarcoater for one. So that's just one of the aspects with me. You know, a couple of aspects for me. Okay. But I'll go to Sam. You know what I mean? And we'll come back around the road because Ram, you know, Rel is our old head. He has a very intellectual. You know, he spent a lot of time in the library because he helped build it. Hey. So, you know, he got a different aspect of it. But we're gonna go to Sam first because we're gonna let.
No, we're not.
No,
we're not going to Sam.
We're not going to Sam. Okay, he's not going to let me go to Sam because he's.
So we're going counterclockwise today.
We're going to swing it back. Okay.
Our well-cooked, overdone host forgot 3 shots to the dome.
I didn't forget.
We're going to take shots. I'm sipping on that Elijah Craig.
He said I forgot, but he don't even have nothing poured in his cup. My cup ready. I didn't forget a thing.
Our cups are definitely ready.
He gonna call me overcooked. Meanwhile, as light skinned as my head is right now, off a fresh shave.
All right, hold on. Time out. Y'all remember he just said he won't light skin at the beginning of this video.
No, I said I wasn't no darker than you.
Excuse me. Beginning of this video slash podcast. My God, dog. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little litty for the city, but that's all good. You know why? Because I love it.
So listen up, y'all.
Such hostility.
3 shots to the dome. We want to salute, first of all the kids. Before we even get started, we want to salute all the kids for just participating, man, and staying involved. Despite in the drops, you know, we just want to thank y'all.
And
you know,
I want to salute sports. I want to salute the parents that really allow coaches to coach their kids. And not the parents that run out on the field and be acting stupid, but the parents that really support the coaches and let the coaches coach their kids. My salute is to the parents that love the game and love the sport and love coaches to coach their kids. Let it ride. Sam, what you got?
Fuck them kids.
Sam. Yeah, he's going to hell. We'll probably be there with him, but I'm just saying he just opened up his gate.
I'm gonna keep it a stat with you. We all going. It is gonna be different levels. I will probably be in one of the lower regions. I got my scholarship to hell when I was in high school. That shit has been sitting on every one of my televisions since I left high school.
You don't serve a forgiving God.
Not this.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Terrell, what do you think about?
This is the podcast for that. This isn't that one.
Terrell, what do you have to say about you? I really hate you so much. What do you think about youth sports right now, Terrell?
Well, working behind the scenes because I can't get, I just can't get. The parents is that's what's keeping me away from youth sports, man. Just the fighting, the not understanding where your kid is at.
That's it.
What type of level he or she is on. So, you know, I think it's overall it's in a good place. I think that there's been the incidents have been on the rise. You know, the fighting, the shooting, and it's now to where NFL players who retired and they're coaching youth sports now, and they're getting in fights, and you seeing that on all over, you know, all over social media, ESPN and stuff like that. Like, I think that's a bad look because just one, because of their status, you know, making it to the NFL, making millions of dollars, being a role model, and then you're supposed to be a perfect example for those kids.
Yeah, they're supposed to look up to you.
Right. Supposed to be.
So when they come see, you know, when they at practices or games and they see these players who made it,
and you just bugging out,
fool. Yeah, you acting stupid. Yeah,
that's not.
I model you. You supposed to be my model, and this is what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
so I'm gonna act like that in the youth game because that's what my idol does.
But overall, man, I think it is in a good place. But I just think that, you know, guys just they guys like me, they just want to stay away from it because of the parents.
Right.
And then I don't mean to bring race into it, but when it comes to black kids, it's like we don't get enough. You see,
it's just different.
It's very different.
You'll see a bunch of soccer fields, baseball fields.
Oh, you know it.
You'll see football fields,
2 or 3 football fields.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And it's hard to get on any kind of field because it depends on the area.
Incidents.
Exactly.
Yep.
But I just think, man,
If you build a field in the hood, this shit's gonna pop off.
It's not even,
And we have to avoid that.
but it's not even just that, bro. Like real talk. Like even up here, like being in Wake County, man. And I don't mean to cut you off.
nah, you're good.
Like between like even kids fields and like with grown ups and everything else, like it's hard to get an area where you can practice football. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes, sir.
like as crazy as it is, North Carolina is a basketball, baseball, soccer state.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you even like remotely doing anything football related, everybody's like, oh, no, we don't want that.
It's not really a football state
because it's just between like it's too much physicality, and now we got to cater to these sports. You know what I mean? But then if we going into the whole youth sports concept, like me personally, it's completely different than how it used to be.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Completely.
Oh, the eras have changed.
And I'm
the eras have changed. Listen,
and I'm not trying to sound like
I'm Homewood football 15208
Right,
all my life. Like that's what started me with football.
Right.
You know what I mean? Growing up in
And I ain't-
Homewood, growing
I
up
ain't-
in Pittsburgh, East Side.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I ain't trying
different.
to sound like no real old head person because, like, out of everybody here,
I don't think it's about that. I don't think it's really about your age. I think it's about era changing and you being a part of that.
Being older is we seen
it's different.
the good things.
Yeah.
We seen.
But we also seen the change.
Participation was higher.
Yeah.
There was less incidents. There was more respect amongst the coaches.
Yeah, there wasn't none of the problems that I dealt with when I was playing Major League Football.
And then
youth league, I wasn't dealing with these issues that they're dealing with now.
Right.
But a lot of the times, like our coaches were people who we knew, who we grew up with. Who played with our older
that's
brothers.
true. It's different. Yeah, I didn't necessarily know them, but they were people of the neighborhood.
But it was like you knew of them.
Yeah. They were pillars of the neighborhood because of their coaching and how they handled the kids,
what they accomplished.
Yeah, like what they accomplished within the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So like that was the thing. Like I think really the youth sports went awry when It Takes a Village became not so much.
Right. When It Takes a Village became
social media. It don't really take a village. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like when it took a village for me. It took a village for me growing up.
The thing is, the village became like let's go and cut the shit, man. The village was essentially in terms of the black community. The village was the hood. Mm-hmm. Let's keep it a band. The village was the hood. Everybody knew.
But it took the whole hood though.
Right, but I'm saying everybody knew each other, so everybody could police each other's kids.
Yep.
The village became the suburbs. The suburbs became everything is like shit should be handed to me just because I show up.
Entitlement.
You feel what I'm saying? The entitlement. So we went from everybody knows everybody, and you have to work for shit, to now social media says, "Oh no, if I'm decent,
I deserve a spot.
Like if I'm decent, I deserve this." Like.
No, you got to earn that shit still.
I got 1,000 followers. Give me the ball.
I'm gonna keep the stats.
Right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, if I got followers, people like me.
I'm gonna let you finish so I can go ahead and expand further on what I really want to say on this. So I'm gonna step back so you can go ahead and have the floor, because like it's a lot that I feel like with this youth sports thing that I really can speak on, because it's so much different. Because when I played youth sports, I didn't know my coaches. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My dad,
I knew mine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. My dad was military.
Yeah.
Which means I played
a lot.
Like kind
enough.
I moved enough.
Yeah.
But I grew up in Jacksonville, which is like Campbell, North Carolina. That's like literally 5-6 minutes from where I grew up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The house. But like my mom had me in all the base leagues. So I never knew who my coaches was. I knew some of the players, absolutely. But I never got put on the teams.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah, I was never put on the teams that was like guaranteed to be successful. So I never knew who my coach was gonna be. I never knew who my teammates was gonna be. Mm-hmm. But when we got on that shit, like my mom, like practices and shit, she comes, she see what the practice is going on. I'm like, all right, whatever. But then like now it's totally different, because how many parents really dropping their kids over practice?
I mean, shit.
It's not heavy as it used to be.
It ain't the same.
It's not.
It ain't the same.
And then like,
Well, hold on. Back then, when I was coming up, parents took a whole carload.
that's what I'm saying. And my mother was definitely one of those people. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we take a carload to practice. We take the carload home. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, this was the group. Like that became your core crew. You know what I mean? And when y'all went to practice, y'all came to games and shit, and y'all was all like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna show up, blase, we finna go ham, whatever. Whether you won or you lost, like that was your peoples.
That was your crew.
You know what I mean?
That
But
was
now,
what y'all rode with. You know
but
what
now
I'm saying? You had to ride with it.
it's so different now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like
There's
kids,
no loyalty.
bro. Like even with the football and the basketball, I've seen so many videos. Like, people joke about people dropping their kids up, like, hey, why is my son not playing? And they like,
Your son's trash.
and they would jokingly say,
not calling the kid
but here's the thing though.
No, I don't give a fuck if he's 6, he's trash.
Listen, this is
He's not playing because
family.
he's a bum.
Family, everybody is looking at this right now. I'm literally using like social media examples.
Yeah, I know.
And the reason why I'm
I know
using, like, yeah, they understand. But the reason why I'm using social media examples is because I have 2 daughters. I don't have sons. Like,
I do.
Right. I have a 3 and a 2-year-old at this moment. So my daughters would either be doing cheerleading, softball, women's basketball, stuff like that.
I do have 2 daughters too.
And that's amazing. But me, I came up in a different time when it was like, hey, why is my son not playing? And the answer would be, abso-fucking-lutely, your son is not producing in practice. Your son is not doing this. Your son is not doing that. And the parent would go home and tell their son, hey, this is what you're not doing. This is the like blase, whatever. But now
It's offensive.
Exactly. You can't tell.
You're offended easy.
You absolutely cannot tell your kid, be like, hey, listen, you ain't finished no goddamn wind sprint. You ain't blocking nobody. You can't find a hole to save your life. You can't catch no pass. Yada, whatever the case may be. Everybody is like, oh, you just hating on me. You just hating on me because
I hate that word.
And it's wild because now, like when you was younger,
What happened to constructive criticism?
right? When you was younger, you would
What happened to that?
You would take constructive
That
criticism.
doesn't exist no more.
Facts. You would take constructive criticism and literally be like, you know what? I'm gonna work harder than that. I work hard on that shit because I want to play this game. But now everybody taking like, all right, man, I know I'm hard. I'm like, I know I'm that dude. I know I'm this. I know I'm that. But you're not working for nothing.
You ain't grinding.
So what are you saying? Like, if
You've been given that position instead of grinding for it and earning
exactly.
it.
So I can't like.
Well, please understand, me personally, and not to cut you off, sir,
Good.
but you know, I got a 10-year-old that plays basketball. Now my 10-year-old is about 5'4". He just turned 10 a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and he's 5'4", 135 pounds. He wears size 9 men's shoe, like this kid.
But does he have skill?
Yes, he does.
So
He's been playing ball since he was 6.
So here's the question: Is he playing or is he getting
Yes.
shitted on?
He's playing. He's never been shitted on, ever. He's never not started for any
Right.
team he's ever played
Right.
on. But my issue with youth sports is a lot of times is the referees, how it's being officiated,
Oh man,
how games are being officiated. And
Well-
the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. My son is 10 years old. Should not be playing with 10-year-olds. He's bigger.
Yeah.
He's bigger than 90% of the 10-year-olds.
But the problem,
I can show you pictures, bruh.
the problem is with because
He's a defensive end for any middle school football team.
But you know what's wild?
But he plays basketball. He loves basketball.
Again, I dealt with the same thing. Like no lie, like between basketball and football, like I wish my mom.
He's a hooper though.
Listen,
he's a hooper. He got all the way game. He got to handle everything.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I wish my mother was still here on this earth, like for real. But I got a basketball put in my hand before football.
Oh yeah,
On everything. And my dad put a basketball in my hand before football, and I was a hooper before I was a football player. But I was always literally in love with both, baseball too. But those was my two first loves.
my first love was
We're
football.
gonna get into baseball.
Yeah, but the whole thing, the crazy thing was I'll never forget. I was 10, 11 years old. Again, playing in a military league on base, whatever. And I'm sure if he might see this because I'm gonna be sharing this on social media. So my boy Lamar Lawrence. Lamar was 6'1", 6'2", about 230, 240. Mind you, we the same age. Lamar was a big boy. So Lamar played on the team, and his team played against my team. And the thing was, I knew him, he knew me, and everybody knew he had size. So we couldn't really fuck with him down low. But I knew, you know, little subtle intricacies that I could exploit, you know, when we played them. You know what I'm saying? So we won that game, yada yada, whatever. But the thing was, with his size, nobody ever questioned nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. I agree. Size does become an issue where they'll look over other
right, but you
minor things that where the weaknesses are. Mm-hmm. They'll look at the size and say, "Ooh, he's good."
Yeah,
but I can tell you,
my son, really look at things.
My son will tell you. My 10-year-old will tell you he has a high basketball IQ. So what he'll tell you is, I'm not quick. I'm not really fast. But I'm big. Right. But he has good ball handling skills, right. And he can shoot the three. I mean, he can shoot threes where 10-year-olds can't.
Yeah. That was me.
He can shoot from outside, and most kids his age can't.
That was
so like his game is complete. But I've also taught him to play in the paint.
That was me.
But the way the game has changed basketball wise is there's almost not positions anymore.
Exactly.
You need to be able to dribble. You need to be able to shoot. You need to be able to do it all.
I think
no matter what your size is, you got to be able to do everything.
Like this new superstar that's 7'4".
Oh, he's crazy.
What is his name?
I don't know his name, but he look like Ralph Sampson.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I
starts with a W.
Ralph Sampson's nephew.
In terms,
like it.
If we can bring it back to the whole youth sports concept, and for me personally,
we never left it.
No, yeah, absolutely. But for me personally, like, God damn, where did smoke come from? Shit.
I be smoking.
I got Anyway, look. So for me personally, for the youth sports stuff, man, like, and competition wise, like, it's different. Like from when we was younger. And it's absolute fact. Like, it's like people are more athletic, people have more skills, like things like that.
Now,
but now,
yes,
yeah. But the thing with that is athleticism and skills doesn't necessarily correlate to basketball IQ. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Like
some of them are just coaches.
Nobody's really like
fundamentals is gone.
Absolutely, nobody.
The fundamentals is a wrap.
And
that's why I teach my son, like, fundamentals is everything.
I don't mean to bring it up because I was a heavy lover of this shit, but once
you still love it,
absolutely. Once
it hurt you. It's
just different. But once we got past like the street ball that came into it, and then people not paying attention to the actual fundamentals of the game, and then it parlayed into, oh, well, if I know like certain type of things and I'm dogging people in my neighborhood and I'm dogging certain people, like, and then
it don't mean shit,
right?
Really.
But then you got the trainers. The trainers make it so much worse.
Well,
do they?
No, let me cut you off for a second.
I'm gonna come back to it.
With that,
I got some more input too.
With that, I'm not gonna blame the trainers. I'm gonna blame, again, social media, ESPN.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
House of Highlights,
media,
all that.
Let's say media in general.
Hold on. The one thing that came behind it is money.
Oh,
the highlight, because we was doing that stuff.
Yeah,
I remember
way before
being a little kid in New York.
Way before
watching the games. When I moved to Jersey, Burlington, New Jersey, South Jersey. You know, we were doing it then. Well, they were doing it then.
But you couldn't do it.
You were younger watching.
Homewood, baby.
You know what I mean?
But the whole thing
Homewood's thing. We was doing it then.
Wait. So, still watching it.
Eastside, Pittsburgh.
It wasn't until, you know, later on, I said, I can't even give it an exact year, but around whenever and1 came out.
And1.
And1
changed the game.
When that came out, right?
Yes, sir. And one changed the game.
More money came into it.
Yeah.
Fundamentals went out the door.
Yes, sir.
Then AAU took off.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It did.
Like,
yes, it did.
There's a gift and a curse to AAU basketball.
Oh, my God.
I'm personally not a fan of AAU basketball.
No, I am not. I am not as well. But I want my sons will be signed up around 12.
Does it improve? Yes.
I told him 10, but I told him 12.
Hold on. The thing is,
he's 10 now.
Let's go back to,
him up for
hold on. What goes back to money took the fundamentals
Oh yeah.
out of sports.
Oh yeah.
I'm
for sure.
I'm gonna say
sure.
something.
Money killed the fundamentals.
But you know what's wild?
We need it to happen right now.
Films.
So y'all.
That's all we need.
Then after that came
Can you
social
jump?
media.
Can you run fast? Can you jump?
Yeah,
can you
bro.
dunk? Can you do
But
moves?
y'all remember?
Your Euro step nice?
But you remember when Ann was on ESPN, right?
Yeah.
With the street ball tour?
Yeah.
Alamo, Tyrone Evans, rest in peace. He said, I can't get a kid to hit a pull up. To just dribble and hit a pull up. He got to do all this extra you know what I'm saying? He said that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Tyrone, like,
Because the fundamentals were ruined. Just like Rel was saying, the fundamentals ruined.
Alamo, the Black Widow, literally said on ESPN, I cannot have a kid, like get a kid to hit a pull up.
That's not going to hit ESPN.
Right. That's not a highlight.
But
the mid-range game is not it.
On social media.
But the whole thing is this: once that hit, and then it progressively got to like Ayo, Aaron Owens, Philly. You know what I'm saying? No Philly.
Yes,
shout out to Ayo.
PA.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ayo.
I'm Pittsburgh, but then Philly
I'm
all
not
day.
Pittsburgh and Philly completely different.
I'm not
completely
gonna lie
different
to you.
spots.
I
ain't about to fool nobody. You already know what it is. You know,
I was a hoop
I think
and a football
Pittsburgh.
player.
Y'all already know what it is.
I was a hoop and a football player, but like Ayo was one of my favorite street ball players. But Ayo like literally had regular basketball game.
Yeah,
but he had that street ball aspect. He literally said at one point he did a podcast like last year, year and a half ago, whatever. But I watched it, and he said it got to the point with and one that it was like, bro, I had to literally like strip a nigga butt naked to get a reaction out the crowd because of how I was playing ball, and that literally matriculated down to kids because of how I was getting pushed.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying like
it's what you're glorifying.
It's just
whatever you're glorifying. The kids gonna grab hold of that.
It's not even just like the tricks, the street ball game and everything else. Because street ball is still regular basketball.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
Listen, the reason why
street ball is not.
No. Wait, listen.
It's how it's
It's
showboat.
Listen.
It's showboat game.
I'm gonna tell you why street ball is literally a part of regular basketball.
I mean, it's all a part of this basketball.
But the difference is this.
It's the NBA now.
The difference is this. Y'all will literally see street ball, and y'all will see off the head, behind the back, through the legs, bring it back, yada, yada, whatever. Nobody was saying shit when Sham Guy was doing this at Providence. Wait.
He was one of the first. But Kyrie do it every night.
1997. This was before and 1. When Sham Guy was giving Duke that work in the NCAA tournament, we forget about that.
No, I don't.
He created
I know.
Right. He literally has a move. But the whole thing is this. Everybody takes what and 1 did and the whole street ball shit and like street ball completely shitted on basketball, whatever.
But now you understand something though. I mean,
it's not just that though. It's literally the media, and then it's literally what
it's what's being pushed.
Right, but the kids watch it, and the problem is the kids watch it, and then they start doing it.
What's pushing it?
What's pushing it exactly?
What's
pushing it? Because why didn't and1 bring out? Why didn't and1 highlight the UTEP 2-step?
Let me finish.
Because a lot of motherfuckers don't realize that. Because that was the real crossover.
Can I finish it? Let me finish it.
Yes, sir.
The whole thing is this, bro. Real talk. I love everything about it. Again, I was a hooper before I was a football player, and I love both to the death of me, and I will forever love it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
The UTEP 2-step was literally in and out, boom, boom, come in. You looking at your defender straight in your fucking eyes, and you tell him you can't stop across to the left, and you think I'm gonna go left, and I'm gonna come back to the right, and you can't stop that. Cool. That's literally an in and out move. But the problem is the in and out is literally without going between the legs. It's the same thing. But with street ball, everybody pushes that shit because, oh shit, it's a move that can make somebody literally touch the floor and like, yeah, all that shit.
It's the blow up.
Right. But then with youth sports, everybody sees the spectacular, but nobody wants to actually learn
the foundation.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
But then
that's the problem with youth sports.
But it goes further.
But it that's the problem with youth sports.
But it goes further.
But I'll let y'all go into your other thing, and I got some shit to finish out.
Here's the question.
Because we can't go all night. So I mean,
we're not gonna go on that. But it goes further than that.
Oh no, it goes deep. It goes deep. I feel you 100%.
We just talking about basketball.
Here's a difficult question. Because you really got to think. It seems like a simple answer, but it's really not.
It's never a simple answer.
Can you be a coach who goes back to fundamental basketball, teach it, and win?
Yes. I'm gonna tell you how.
Are you asking Sam or you asking General? Can I speak on it?
Go ahead.
Just think about it.
Can I speak on it?
You speak first, and I'm gonna speak behind you.
Okay.
Pause.
Now, what sport are we speaking on?
Basketball.
We're speaking on basketball.
Yeah.
Fundamental
If
basketball.
you can go back
no
to
showboat, no trash talking.
Yes.
No this that.
It's hard though.
I believe. I don't think there's nothing easy about it.
Yeah.
But my aspect of it, I think in youth sports, we're talking youth sports.
Yeah.
We're talking youth sports. Yes, I think the foundation is what starts it all. So if we can get back to coaching the foundation and making sure that our kids learn how to play the game on the basic level, you can expand off of that once you get to the point of you got the basics down packed. Now we can modify. Now we can Euro step. Now we can do. But we got to. If you get back, I think you can win off of moving the rock. I think Steve Kerr proved that with Golden State.
No, that you bringing in.
See, we going deeper.
I'm bringing it. But I'm bringing.
You're not doing that youth basketball.
You're not doing that youth basketball. But like, why not? Because it's all about ball movement.
Mm-hmm.
If you're moving the rock,
right,
and you're moving the rock to the open player, it don't matter if it's a 3-point shot or it's a mid range. If you got him in there and we open because we moved it.
But now listen, when you talk about youth sports now, youth basketball,
yeah.
You talking about listen, hold on. You talking about moving the basketball around, right?
Yeah.
But what is youth basketball now? One star player,
ISO. One star player, ISO.
So can you go back to fundamental basketball?
Yes, you can.
Win.
Well, for me, what I'm saying is, hold on, I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, for me, as having a son who's bigger than the majority of his age group that he plays in, he's a big man. He plays down low. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you feed him down low, can't nobody stop him. Now that's going to change.
That's fundamental basketball.
That's fundamental basketball. Right. If you do it right, yeah, for sure.
But they also
are they teaching that?
But no, they're not teaching it because
that's the problem.
And I'll go back to. I'll let you answer because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to overclock. Go ahead. Okay, well, I'll say in my experience with guiding my son through this, you're right. The fundamentals, it's like, fundamentally, we got that all day. But I'm the coach, and my son plays on this team, and I want them to have fun.
No, I think fun.
So
fun is subjective.
I want my son to have fun, and his son is trash, right?
Oh, yeah.
But my son loves basketball.
Right.
My son is like, I want to be taught. I want you to teach me. I want to be Kobe, motherfucker. Like, what you mean?
Right.
He want to have fun, nigga. No, I want to be great.
Right.
So it's different, right? But I'm not a coach. I'm not the coach.
No,
so I'm a parent.
Now,
so
are you one of the parents that sits off to the side, or are you in the face of the coach?
No, I sit off to the side.
Okay.
Now, I yell to my son if need be.
But so you let the coach coach.
I let the coach coach.
Yeah.
But I also will tell you that I'll also go up to that coach in practices because I take my son to practice every week. Right. I'll go up to the coach in practice like, hey, if you need help, because a lot of these coaches want to be the coach because they want their son to play.
Yep.
That's fair.
And their son is automatically on their team.
Yeah.
That's how these organizations work.
I dealt with that shit.
So
I dealt with the same shit.
So I don't coach because I don't want to be biased like that.
Right.
I want you to be able to coach my son.
But see,
But
you also got to understand the difference. Like, even though your son is on the team, like you got to remember, like it's still a team sport.
oh no, I know that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not, like it's like.
No, you're talking about you, the other coach. You're talking about you, the coach who decides to coach.
Once again, this is exactly why I said go ahead. Like, I'm gonna let you finish because I done seen and dealt with so much, bro.
Me too.
Like, because me personally, like, bro, like with the youth sports again, like with basketball and the football, bro, I done seen and dealt with so much. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, and I've seen from every side. You know what I mean? Because like, my mama told me straight up, like, listen, I love you, I do. I know your talent. I know what you can do. But the problem is this: if you going to practice and you're not producing in practice and you're not playing, I'm not saying nothing to your coach. It's nothing I can
That's
do.
what it's supposed to be.
Right. But the whole thing is,
That's it.
but oh, shit, my fault, dog. My fault.
You good? You
I do
good?
it
You
one
drop
at
it?
a time.
Right.
So
But
one of both of y'all.
hey, listen, it was locked up. But the whole thing was like this. My mama said, if I come to practice and I see you busting ass and I see you doing your thing, like I know you can, and you're not playing, that is the only time I would ever say.
I'll fight for you. I'll argue for you.
That's the only time I ever
Yeah,
say
that's
something.
different.
And the whole thing with my mom, she never missed a practice.
And the thing is,
And
and I agree with that 100%.
yeah, because she understood, like, she knew me. So she knew if I go to practice, I'm busting ass. It don't matter what the fuck it is. I don't care. Like,
I'm gonna go hard.
I'm gonna go hard every practice.
And that is exactly what my son is.
Like,
basketball wise.
Listen, football, basketball. My mother coached one of my basketball teams, and I would go hard every practice, knowing like I don't give a shit. My mom is my coach, and her sorority sister is the other coach. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming at your neck every practice.
This is the thing.
Like I don't like football. My mother come to practice, she drop me off. If she's staying in the whole practice, I'm busting ass. I don't give a damn, cause I need her to understand. If she has any reason when I come home and be like, hey man, I ain't getting to run like I feel like I need to, and if she's there and she sees me busting ass, because
This is the thing.
bruh,
I agree with you. I feel you 100%.
But that's the whole thing. But if I come,
and I have no negative, nothing on that.
right, but
Like my son, like
It's wild,
Legend.
bro.
If I take Legend, if I drop him off at hoops, like it's not even in question. Like Legend's a worker. Like Legend is the type of kid that I come home from work, and I'm like, I come in the house and I say hi to my wife. I say hi to my 6-year-old. Like, what's up, bud? You know what I mean? Da da da.
Yeah.
And then I go and I'm like, where's Legend? Legend in the garage. Open the garage and Legend got cones out. And he's dribbling through the cones.
Bruh, that was
and
me.
I ain't have to tell him nothing.
that was me.
See, like, that's different. Like, the fundamentals, he's going to work on his own.
That was me.
Without me telling him to do it.
I know that feeling.
So it's different. You know what I'm saying? So when I get into youth sports, but my problem is with youth sports, especially with youth basketball, with a lot of these, like, parks and recs, I'm like, I know you like to say, if you decide you're going to coach, your son is automatically on your team.
It's literally
I don't want to coach
volunteers,
because I
bro.
said I'm not going to coach against my son.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not.
just volunteers, bro.
I said
That's
I'm
what
not
it
going to
is.
coach against my son, but you need to talk to the people who say they're going to coach, because if you're only going to coach your son
It's different.
on a team,
It's not gonna work.
it's not going to
It's not
work
gonna work.
because you need to be coaching the fundamentals of basketball. He's 10 now. Granted, my son is different. My son watches. I gotta go in the bedroom and hit the TV because he's watching NBA games at 11 at night.
Right.
And I told him to go to bed at 8. My son watches basketball. He watched basketball. He be like, Dad, I'm saying I know I wasn't supposed to be up last night, but you see what John Moran did. Yeah. And I'd be like, damn, bro, like, you know, you're in trouble for that. But yeah, I did see that shit. He really banged on him.
Right.
Like I love it for him. You know what I'm saying? I love him for it. But
It's so much.
on the youth basketball side of things,
Honestly.
like there's a lot of false ass coaches. Like, no, if you're gonna coach, coach.
Yeah.
I think.
I think that's where the misconception is. It's coaching.
Good.
Let's
Reel it in.
let's go off the exit for a little. Let's go off the exit. Wait, and it kind of ties to fundamentals. How do y'all feel about sending these kids to all these camps
Oh, I love camps. I love camps.
I'm keeping
the camp.
I'm a camp favor.
Because you think about it.
No,
We had
You know, favorite camps?
I'm gonna tell you.
I think
when you
for
finish,
one,
I'm gonna tell
I
you
think
why.
it's
I feel you.
for one, I think it's too many.
Oh, there's a bunch. There's a bunch.
And I think most of them are just money grabs.
Facts.
Because you think, we'll touch on another topic, which is when I was little, I played football, basketball, baseball,
Everything that was
played
available.
everything all year round.
I tell you what,
Now,
your dome
hold on.
piece.
Now we teach kids to focus on one sport. I've never been a fan of that.
Always,
But
always.
we'll touch on that. But as far as camps, like, what do you feel about camps? Y'all have different opinions.
Yeah. How I feel
I'll
about
let you go
camps.
first.
How I feel about camps is with camps. I feel like if you know your child, you know what I'm saying, if you've had communication with your child, and you feel like that child is saying, you know, this is what I want to do. You know, like I've sent my son is not really big on football. He likes to play football. He likes the game.
He big on basketball.
But he's big on. He loves basketball. He loves it.
Okay.
But he likes football. I think he loves football too. I think he's just kind of timid with it. And to me, and for me, the fact that he's kind of timid with football is like, well, you're not a football guy because football is not a timid sport.
You
You can't be timid. You can't be timid with football. You gotta. I played football. That was my first love.
You gotta be in and you gotta be
But
out.
I gauged my son, so it was like, you like basketball, I get it,
Right.
but I'll send you to skills camps and stuff for football just to see if it kind of catch your, you know what I mean? If it kind of catch your attention, cool. Go have fun with that. Athletically, it's cool to go to the camps and you run the sprints and you do all that, cool. But basketball, when there's a clinic for basketball, I sign him up because I'm like, you know, this is what he loves to do. And when I sign him up for basketball clinics, he doesn't. There's no question. He's like, oh yeah, I'm game for that. Let's go.
How many do you send them to?
I send him to a summer camp.
Is it a lot all year?
Oh yeah, it's all year round. But I send him to a summer camp. I send him to a summer camp, and then if I know that there's a gap between summer camp and then when the next basketball season will start or league will start, I'll find a clinic that he can get into in between. I just want to keep him involved in basketball.
Yeah.
I'll keep it straight. If your kid 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, you know, whatever, the camps ain't whatever. Like when I came up,
The camps ain't what? They're not helping?
don't send your kid to camp.
Don't send your kid to camp. I don't agree with that, bro.
Me personally, like for me, when you younger, have your kid. Like me personally, I play ball in a like if we going with the basketball concept still, if we still sitting on the basketball thing, I played basketball in a neighborhood with the older kids. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I was told was you're not allowed to call no fouls. You play your game. You feel what I'm saying?
That just make you tough.
But the whole thing is this: like as you playing, you learn subtle nuances, but you learn like it's certain things that you do against the older kids who have already been there, who already on varsity, who already like see like certain things. You if you really want this, you gonna pay attention to how they play their game. You feel what I'm saying? And if you know that they play for that school, you're gonna pay attention to how they play because obviously that's what got them onto that school team. But when you younger, like I'm talking 8th, 9th grade. I ain't talking like 10th, 11th. When we was in my neighborhood, if you was 7th, 8th, 9th grade, when you played basketball, y'all played together. And y'all didn't play nobody younger than you. Everybody you played was older than you. Whether you was in the neighborhood, whether you was at the gym, anywhere you went, you played everybody older than you. Because that prepared you for what you had to deal with if you wanted to play above in varsity, like older JV, whatever the case may be.
Can I interject?
Go ahead.
My interjection is like me. I'm an '80s baby, right? So
I'm late 80s, so
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you later '80s, but you know what I'm saying. I'm an '80s baby. I was born in 1980, and like and I don't know. I mean, Rail being his age, you know what I'm saying, he's like 70. So, you know what I mean?
Baby.
Yeah, he's a 70s. He's 70s baby.
This nigga had to say it like he was Shad.
He was on sale. He was
Right.
right. You know what I'm saying? He got a leather coat waiting for him when he leaves.
In the car right now.
But
Sweet
what I'm saying is, like, and Rail may know, being especially from up north, you know what I'm saying, and me from Pittsburgh.
Different down here, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's different down here. But, like, especially playing basketball, like,
But
up
it's-
north,
but it's
like,
nothing.
we played ball, like, it was different. Like, if you hooped, it was different.
Nah, that's another thing. Up north, ball was ball. Like, let's keep it stacked. Up north, football wasn't the biggest thing.
Yes, it was. Like, you don't know nothing about Western Pennsylvania.
Well, no,
I don't-
where he is.
Western Pennsylvania football was
listen,
life.
Where you was at, maybe, but I'm talking about like up top, like really a round ball before the oblong ball.
In Brooklyn and
But that's what I'm saying.
Harlem,
Like if you
It was a basketball.
right, that's what I'm saying.
But, like, where I'm from,
but we was talking about basketball.
I'm not from.
But we wasn't talking about football. We was talking about basketball.
Exactly.
But if we talking about football, then I absolutely understand because we not talking about football camps. We're talking about basketball camps.
Yeah, we talking about basketball. I mean, but the thing is, I played basketball
And I did too.
up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I played basketball up there.
Right. But
So what I'm saying
but at the
is,
end-
like, there was camps. Like, you know, like, a lot of cats don't know nothing about, like, my nigga Knuckles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Coming out of the Hill District. Like, there was ballers from up in Pittsburgh that hooped. But, like, we didn't have the same. We didn't have Rucker Park. We didn't have the New York parks. You know what I'm saying? But we knew hoops.
Right.
And the thing
I
is,
think the biggest issue with the youth sports though, like real talk, because it got pushed so hard, everybody can't go everywhere. You feel what I'm saying?
there's not enough space for everybody.
Right. And then at the same time, everybody's looking for a specific type of ball player, which is a problem because in every region it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like-
well, my son was born here, so
Right. Like down.
he's a hooper.
I'm gonna keep it stacked.
He's big. He's Zion big. Like, he's gonna be like,
But that's the thing.
he's bulky.
Down here, your son can thrive. But if we talking about like when me, you, and Rail like was going through this shit,
When we was young, my son would be playing football.
that's what I'm saying.
That
Like,
would be his only option.
But the whole thing is this, bro. The whole thing is this. Like if we keeping it on the youth sports level, and this is the whole thing why I was
That's
like,
what we keeping it.
right, and this is the whole thing why I wanted to keep it like I wanted to let y'all finish because the way it is now is so different and it's so terrible that it's kids now like, oh, I got a crossover, I got this like behind me,
Yes, sir.
I got this stop up, pull up, blah blah.
Step back.
Like everybody thinks,
sir.
that James Harden step back with
Oh, my God.
with a Steph Curry
Luka.
pull up just inside half court is an okay move. It's not.
He traveled.
That you can't blame
Anyway.
You
But
can't
I'm not
blame them,
blaming
but
that.
That's what they're taught.
But
That's what
again,
they're being.
again,
That's what they're
That's what they say
seeing.
on
But
TV.
again,
Every day.
But that's what I'm getting to. The whole thing is this, bro. Like nobody teaches. You know what?
Fundamentals.
I'm not gonna say nobody. A lot of people that teach the fundamental part of the game, whether it's basketball or even fundamentals with football or any other sport, nobody wants the fundamentals no more.
No, they don't want them.
They want whatever's going to get me some kind of highlight on
need to be
social media.
seen.
And then the problem with social media is everybody gasses that shit so heavy. Everybody's like,
Until
oh,
you
shit,
fuck up.
He looks great. He looks this way.
Fuck
he
up,
looks
though.
that way. And then when they get on
Make
somewhere,
a mistake.
right? But when they get that chance to really
You're
shine
burnt.
somewhere, what happens? They shit
burnt.
the bed, and the reason why they shit the bed is because it's so much pressure that they can't handle it because they weren't ready for that shit. But when you had us, we was
You
going,
almost gotta tell. You gotta
Listen.
tell kids like,
Bro.
don't get caught up in what you
we
hearing
literally
and what you're
had-
seeing on social media.
No, we literally had to deal with pressure every time we stepped on the floor, every time we stepped on a baseball field, every time we stepped on a football field. It was pressure
I
every
never
time.
felt that playing in my hood.
Yeah.
No, but the reason why, listen, me
Now we do.
like real talk, real
Now
talk,
we do.
real shit. Me personally, every time, and this even was when I started, and we would parlay into this. But even when I got into semi-pro football or minor league football, every year it was pressure because I felt like I had to prove myself to another person. You feel what I'm saying? When you in youth sports, unless you get that same coach every year, and that coach knows you a dog, Every year you have to prove yourself to that coach and that coaching staff.
Yeah, every time.
Well,
every year.
Every
and
year.
that shit is tough. You know what I'm saying? And then as you prove
That
yourself,
was even. I don't care where you at.
but
that
bro,
was the same
but
thing.
once you prove yourself, you have to continue to prove yourself every practice, right or wrong.
I agree and I disagree because in our era, the coaches they expected that from you, but they also put it in you.
Yep.
But that's the thing. Did you not have to prove yourself every practice?
Nope. Not once you was on.
Wait.
They
Fuck that.
showed you. Now it's different.
It's
not
different
so
now.
much.
But you ain't never had to prove yourself every practice, real.
Yes, but
But this real. This is what I'm saying.
They
You had
showed
to,
you.
a couple
It was more
practices.
teach-
No.
Early.
Because if you got to prove yourself in practice, who taught you how to prove yourself in practice?
Exactly. But the whole thing is this: you have to stay consistent, right or wrong.
Yes,
Well, you had to stay consistent. Yes.
they put that in you first.
But they knew that was it. They knew
At
it
the
was
same
in
time,
after the first couple practices.
Well, bro, tell me I'm lying. Okay, you go in there with a certain mindset because you don't know these coaches, so you go in the mindset I have to prove myself to these coaches, right or wrong.
True.
So when you prove yourself, and now the coach is like, all right, I need to see consistency. Now everything in your head is like, I have to be consistent.
I
every
can't
practice.
make mistakes.
Pressure. But see, here's the thing: you can take a mistake, but you had to be consistent.
Pressure applied.
Right,
there.
but you had to be consistent, right or wrong.
Yeah, you had to be consistent.
Okay, so now you've proven yourself to the coaches, and now you've proven to yourself with consistency. That's not there no more.
I think that's more football though.
Even basketball, it's not there,
It's
bro.
not the same.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's the same. I don't think you rate football and basketball the same.
I was a guard in basketball.
Yeah.
I was always a guard, forever a guard. Say something about my height, slap the shit out of both of you.
You wasn't gonna be.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay. You wasn't about to be a forward. Okay, go ahead. That's fine. That's water. You know. Yeah,
It's glass. I'm not a
no,
football. But no, real shit. Like,
motherfucker, you still short. You can knock over all my shit. 5 foot nothing.
5'4" both ways.
Right?
this nigga is
4 foot. What?
This nigga is an inch and
Finish your
3/4
point,
smaller
man,
than
so I
me.
can
Go ahead and
correct
finish
this.
your point so
But
we
no,
can move,
no, real
move in a
shit.
different
Like, real
direction.
talk though. Like, for real. Like, when you proving yourself in practice to your coach, I can do this. I can play this position.
Yeah.
I can be this person. Y'all, that football, basketball, whatever the case may be. And then the coach is like, all right, cool. I have a trust in you, but I need you to be consistent. Now you have to prove yourself that you're consistent every practice. It's not like that no more. Because kids is going into these practices like, nah, I'm a dog.
I don't have to prove nothing to you.
Exactly. It's the mentality.
It's an entitlement.
And that completely...
They're going into, especially, but on the high school level, they're going into the high school
Everybody
games.
telling them
They're
how dope they is.
No, they're already ranked. Because if they play the AAU game, they're already ranking these kids. These kids are getting ranked in elementary
football
school.
is worse.
Yes.
Football is so much worse, dog.
Yes.
But the thing is, they're not even. But the thing is, this is the
Pay to
thing.
be a 5-star.
I don't know if it's necessarily worse or if it's just as much disrespectful.
Who's your college football team again?
Notre Dame,
Who's your college football team again?
Michigan.
And I'm a Florida State fan, right?
Yeah.
So let's get this out of the way. Let's keep this stacked. 4- and 5-star football players start getting recruited heavily
In middle school.
when it comes to stars and shit. We'll say sophomore year, right?
Middle school.
So as an example,
Depending on their position.
Only if they
no,
stand
high
out.
school.
Only if your position. Only depending on your position.
So if we go do the standout thing, let's say we're not even gonna fuck with class of 2023.
I'm talking 8th grade.
We'll say class of 2024, 2025.
Okay.
Everybody in this, I know that Michigan is looking for people. I know that Notre Dame is looking for people. I know that FSU is looking for people. Why? It's simple. Because of what they did in middle school, because of how they was brought up. It's not even about just the skill. It's literally about social media concepts. And that is a problem with youth sports.
Yep.
When we play youth sports, it was about the love of the game and about getting better. It's not about that no more.
It was about stats. I mean, like if you really was playing and
But you was
putting up
trying to get
numbers.
better, right or wrong.
Now it's about stats. That one we was coming on.
No,
No, was he fast? Was he fast?
Bruh, It was what?
Fast.
It was about
Was
trying
he
to get better.
strong?
Right or wrong? Right or wrong? It was about trying to get better. Right or wrong?
It was about trying to get better.
But tell me, but
they had to see
I'm
the
saying-
potential in you.
But that's what I'm saying. Tell me I'm lying.
Well, then you're not lying.
We talking about us. We're not talking about now. The now and the whole shit, like, bro.
Oh, then now we almost don't even
Bruh,
know what the fuck is going on.
I have a manager who, no disrespect, though, I'm not gonna say your name and you know who you is. And I know you about to see this because I'm gonna share this and I'm gonna tell you about the shit while I'm at work.
It'll be edited.
It's not gonna be edited, nigga. Fuck you. But you know me because you got me coming to work on the daily. At the same time, you have a son that plays ball. You understand what I'm saying? And he literally is a dog. And I've told you things like for real, like little subtle things that will make your son better. And it's cool because I only say this shit because I've been through this. But I say this because I told you before, I want your son to be successful, but not successful enough to make you fucking make money. Don't judge me. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
But listen.
But no, real shit. Like he's been recruited to different teams within the rec community with football. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you really okay, I get you.
That's what they do now.
Hey, it's not even about you sticking with the same team and you gotta fight it out with that same team.
Listen,
Oh, they make money now.
Absolutely.
they make money now.
Absolutely.
My son is literally 5'4". He's 10. He's 5'4", 135 pounds. He was a size 9 men's shoe. You understand me? Men's small, medium clothes. All right? He plays basketball. He's not a football. He's really somebody's offensive tackle. But he plays basketball. But the thing is, he got handles. And he'll step back and let that thing fly on the three because he loves Steph Curry.
Yeah,
That's
a whole
That's a whole
nother
yeah.
story,
Now it's getting but my son will knock that motherfucker down. You hear me? But that's where Steph Curry changed the game. I still go back to fundamentals. I said you're big. You're bigger than I need you to be able to put your back to the basket and monster these kids that are smaller than you.
You know what's crazy? If you would let him, if he would actually understand, and I'm not shitting on your kid. I'm not talking mess to your kid, none of that shit, because I'm respectful.
I would hope you wouldn't.
Dog, I'm not that dog.
Wouldn't make it on this podcast, nigga. I kill your ass today. No, go ahead. I'm just fucking with you, bro. Say something about my child. Say something about my son, bro.
No, real talk.
Say something about my son, bro.
But real talk, but like for real, like honestly, like that would help his game. You know what I'm saying? That would absolutely help his game. Like, yeah, he's bigger than everybody else, but if he
No, I give him the fundamentals.
Right,
I let the coaches and shit. That's why I won't coach him.
Right, but that's
why I be like, I'm gonna let you have it because.
That's the whole thing. But the whole thing is this, bro. Like everybody gets coaching while they're at practice.
Oh yeah,
it's coaching outside of practice that makes it different.
That's what I
kids.
do.
We younger.
That's what I do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I do. And I get him away from the team.
No, well, let's add on to that. It's not necessarily coaching outside of practice. It's habit outside of practice.
Exactly.
That's the essence of coaching.
No, it's not.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
Okay.
Like I love to shoot. Everybody knows I love to shoot.
You're a gun.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna use this.
Everybody knows I love to shoot, right?
Yeah, because you don't like the pass.
Right. All I did was I got a habit of shooting threes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't. But the thing was, at practice, I wasn't shooting the whole lot.
But you were in the offense.
I was learning the game of basketball. But when I left, I like to shoot.
See,
so I'm just jacking up at the park, shoot threes.
I will never forget this.
See, that's not okay.
But wait,
real quick.
Go ahead.
I feel you, but my son is not that kid. He works on.
Well, his habits are different.
His habits are different.
His habits is watching film.
He watched films, and then he works on Eurostep.
But why?
Because that
part of the
is
game.
what he's seeing
It's a big part
in
of
the
the
game right now.
But here's the problem.
Now, the fundamentals he got.
Wait.
The fundamentals.
Nah, he ain't got him yet. He's only 10.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. But like, working on your left, working on your right, dribbling. You know what I'm saying? Pounding the rock, all that stuff. We do that.
Yeah.
We do that. What he do, but he knows that when I put him in clinics, when I put him in, you know what I'm saying? I literally spend money on his development.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is
so
great.
But I also keep a hoop in my driveway, right? And when we work in the driveway,
That's where he'll create a habit.
so that's where the habits create. That's where the Euros and working on the up and unders in the working with his left hand, where they don't. You're right-handed. In most fundamental, in most clinics, they're saying you're right-handed. Go with your right.
Yeah.
Go with your right. At home,
Go with your left.
he's banging with his left. He's better with his left than most 10-year-olds that are right-handed because he knows that he needs to get good with his right, with his left.
That's what you should be doing.
That's what I put in him.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, really, at the end of the day, which is a whole different aspect of 3 shots to the dome, is, you know what I mean, fatherhood. You know what I mean? Like, being a father to your children. You know what I mean? I know that Terrell, he got twin girls. And really, I have never met these babies personally. But I have literally watched them grow up via social media for like the last 10 years. So these girls is like, these is like my baby cousins. These are like my baby cousins.
Them girls are
And these girls is beautiful. They awesome as hell. And Rel makes sure they get the track meets or whatever the hell they else,
My daughter,
whatever they into.
my daughter, my one runs track, the other one plays basketball. First year.
You know what I mean?
Playing basketball.
But he's a dad though. Like he's a father.
I'm a dad who stays out of the way.
But the thing is, that's a whole different episode. I don't want to get in the fatherhood. We talking about youth sports, right? So I don't want to get into the whole father because that's the next one. That's the next one.
That's one of
Father. That's one of the other episodes. But
we're gonna reel it back to youth sports. I got a question.
let's reel it back.
I got a question.
What's up, bruh?
How are we gonna prevent these fights and shootings at youth?
Man,
I'm gonna make a suggestion.
make a suggestion.
I can't
Give me something.
Brief.
Make it quick.
I can't even really make a suggestion. It's this right here. You can't. It's like real life, dog. You can't stop anybody from doing stupid shit. You can't. The problem is like it's all a matter of what league, what security, and how everything is handled within that youth organization and that league, the games, everything else. Like you really,
I'm gonna tell you.
outside of that, you really can't. I mean, and
When
shit,
you pass the mic, I'll speak on
bro.
it.
It's so much that you really can't do.
Yeah, it's just
Because
caught up.
the whole thing is this, bro. Like you can do all the bag checks you want to. You can do this, that, and third.
Right, the bag checks. Right,
Right.
we can do TSA out this
Bro,
motherfucker.
you can do all the bag checks you want. You can do this, that, and third. It doesn't stop anybody that's outside of the gates of that game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You cannot stop that, bro. Oh shit. You can't stop it. So
I ain't see that.
I mean, let's keep it a stack, bro.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
It's so much
I wrote
that.
it down so you wouldn't say it.
Shit.
Damn, bro.
I can't see, nigga.
I see y'all
nigga,
pouring
Stop
away.
fucking sipping.
No, nigga, I can't see anyway.
Oh.
But
All right, so
anyway,
you answer the question.
but I feel you though. But I feel that you answered the question.
Like real talk, you really can't police anybody that comes to a game, no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say we doing bag.
So
shit.
why is it increasing?
So
It's
I'll say this on my end. You know, we don't have a bunch of time left. guys, in this episode. But what I'll say is, I mean, I feel where Sam is coming from. It's something that we can't really control for the most part. But, you know, we have to do something about, you know, keeping the parents maybe a little further away from the action. They can see it.
But the wildest part is it ain't even about the parents, bro.
I mean, it is. I mean, the parents
like,
are a lot of the ones that they gambling on these games, bro.
That's what I was.
That's what this is all really coming down to. They gambling on these games, like, bro. So it's coming down to the parents, man. It's coming down to the spectators, and we got to keep the spectators as far away from these kids as we possibly can.
Honestly,
and that's really what this is about.
It's about angry parents that they kids don't play. And then
I don't think that.
Wait! I wasn't done. Now,
okay, go ahead.
Between
we ain't got long.
I know. Between kids not playing and outcomes of games, that's the problem. And it starts in the South, man. I mean, I don't mean
it doesn't.
It was it was heavy here.
It's heavy. No, it's heavy. It
was heavy everywhere.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have to move.
Let's say this. Let's say this. All right, bet. Let's say this. People are really trying to make bread off of these youth games. Let's get this out of the way. They're trying to make bread off of these games,
for sure.
And it's not right. Off top, youth games used to be like, all right, we playing for the fun of it, but we want to win the games and everything else. Got to whatever. Exactly. It was a family. It was a family thing.
Family affair.
But it turned into something like different once the social media aspect really got into it, and then betting and everything else, whatever.
Remember the penny
and everybody was trying to get bread in their pocket. It really changed. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, Sam, I appreciate your input. Terrell, I appreciate your input.
I got one more question.
You got one more question? We got some time?
Yeah. I just
hey, well, Terrell, give me something. Give me what you got, because what I'm trying to do is...
Don't say it.
I couldn't read. So, you know... Okay, yeah. So, I want to pass things on to Terrell, you know what I mean, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let him give us a little something on the way out, and then I'm going to finish us out. But, Rel, give us what you need, bro.
I got another question.
Okay.
And, you know...
A question?
Yeah.
We got to be quick. Go ahead.
What needs to be done to protect the referees?
Oh my God, man! In my opinion, I honestly think we need real life paid security. Really, that's it. That's the only thing we got.
Well, it goes deeper than that. Why attack the refs anyway, especially as coaches?
Well, as coaches, okay.
Wait.
No, well, and I think as coaches, like, I mean, there's not really much we can do to protect them, but like the referees have to really be on top of their game. But I mean, there's not, we can't really if they're on the field or court.
No, because I'm gonna chop it up as you answer. These referees go to clinics and classes.
Facts.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
they're more knowledgeable of the game.
Yeah,
parents
in theory.
So maybe we gotta, like, if you sign up to be a ref, if you sign up to be a coach,
even myself, played sports all my life, coach, college, all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know more than a ref who studies it.
You don't, yeah, exactly.
So
I'm thinking we have to give something a little bit more to. We have to give something a little bit more to these coaches.
But the problem is, how many of these refs, in terms of youth sports, really study their craft?
Well, now not many.
That's my point.
That's also the problem.
And which literally
we have a referee shortage because of that.
Which literally adds to the problem. All right, so bet. So ask me that same question.
Under no circumstances.
The question has been asked. The question has been asked. Go ahead.
No. I need the whole question with all aspects.
How do we stop referees from getting attacked?
All right, here it is. To get referees to stop being attacked, referees had to fully understand, one, what kind of rules they going with. Two, if they really going to referee the game.
In youth sports, there's only one.
Yeah, there's only one.
Again, that's what I'm saying, though. not all youth referees are refereed in the same way, and everybody knows this.
But that doesn't get right.
But
I'm not saying it's right. No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, bro. I'm not saying it's right.
We're trying to keep the referees
but
safe.
It's facts.
Is what we're
so
saying.
I'm trying to answer this question. So they have to understand this is the way we referee games. This is the way we have to do things. And at the same time, if the parents can't understand that shit, then the rest also had to understand, like, yo, we got to come in this game understanding that it's a different type of situation.
Okay.
But
I agree. I can partially agree with you.
But the whole thing is this.
You'll have a whole bunch of time, bro.
I get that. Refs and parents had to understand you got to be respectful of the league and the kids. It's not about you. It's about the kids.
Right.
It's about the kids.
At the end of the day.
All right, so we had a great discussion, man.
Man,
so
this shit was deep. This shit keep going.
So I'm gonna start out with Ty. What would be your message to parents in youth sports going forward?
Listen, my message to parents in youth sports going forward.
60 seconds.
I'm gonna give you real quick. Parents, please be open-minded. Please understand that the people that are a part of this organization, whatever organization that you sign your kids up for, they know a little bit more about the game than you do. Let them run their program the way they need to run their program to follow the guidelines and policies and procedures that need to be done so that you don't run into any problems. Right. Let your kids be coached. Right. Okay? Sometimes the kids just need to be coached. Like, stop calling them so much. Let them be coached. Okay? I'm not saying that you're not supposed to, you know what I mean, put a little band-aid on their wounds and stuff and they feeling some type of way. You don't have to. I get it. Let your kids be coached and let the organization run things the way they need to do it. Sam, give me something.
Hey, straight up, understand the rules of the league, understand the rules of the referees, and understand, bro, like, your kids ain't always right.
And they're not.
And also understand, like straight up, you have to be a parent, and I get that. Be a parent, and if your kids fuck up, let your kids fuck up, but you have to be a parent.
Let them fuck up. Let them make that mistake.
Like, for real.
They can only learn from it.
Let your kids fail, and let them figure it out from there. Like, straight up.
That's it.
Real, what you got, bro?
Well, I just want to say,
we got a toast one.
Yeah, you were gonna close out. That's on the minute. I don't follow the video, but we're gonna. See, that threw me off. I edited it.
You always thrown off. Go ahead.
I edited it, but
he's an old head. Go ahead, y'all.
What I would give to parents and youth sports is get back to letting the village.
Yeah.
Raise the kid.
Fact.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
That doesn't exclude you. That just means
you're adding something.
Let the coaches coach.
Yep.
Let the refs ref.
Yeah, let them do what they do.
When I came up, refs used to coach us while we were playing.
Yes,
They would teach us
all day.
It has to be a village getting back to the coaches. I mean, the kids.
It got to be about the kids first and foremost.
First and foremost, let the kids have fun.
Yep.
A lot of these kids get stressed out. You take the fun away because you want to relive your dream.
Yeah,
so
stop that.
Let these kids go back to having fun. Let them enjoy their friends. Let youth sports go back to being family events.
Exactly.
Stop attacking these refs. They have a job to do.
These refs got a simple job to do. It's really simple if we don't give them the hell that we give them.
It's a very difficult job.
Yes, it is.
It's easy to referee games from the sidelines.
Oh my God!
It's so easy. But
that's the job they want.
Refs the game.
Yes, sir.
Right, parents. So again, sit back, enjoy the game. Reevaluate your child when you get home. You know, and better yet, since we want to get on social media and all this, record the games.
Yeah, record that shit.
Sit down with your kid, watch the games.
Do some film editing with your kids. Yes, sir.
That's part of education.
Yes, sir. I've done it.
So again, be respectful, have fun, and bring back the village, man. And we just want to say, man, we thank y'all so much for tuning in to episode 1 of Three Shots to the Dome.
Facts.
Youth sports, man. We hope you really enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate. We want to thank y'all in advance for the support that you will give us. So again, follow us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube. Like
All
and
of it.
Subscribe. You know, again, Three Shots to the Dome.
3 shots to the dome. We got the
coming out.
merch. It's coming.
It's coming out. Music by
Yeah.
The intro.
Homewood,
the
Pittsburgh.
The dope intro that you heard. You know.
Oh my God, Sam got this shit going.
Representing for who?
Homewood, Pittsburgh, baby. That's
Represent
what we
for
do.
I represent
Jay
myself.
Perks. All my niggas.
Hey, look.
Let's go.
I represent myself and my family because that's all I care about outside of this group. You dig what I'm saying? So we in here, y'all.
Eastside, Pittsburgh, 15208. You already know what we gonna do.
If we shout in cities and shit. 757 Hampton,
Right.
you know what I'm talking about?
30 seconds.
Come on.
Yeah. I represent Brooklyn, New York, Burlington, New Jersey,
How
and
you represent Brooklyn and Burlington?
and Windsor, North Carolina, because
Let's get it.
they're all
Hey,
three pieces of me.
everybody made us.
They
You know what
all
I'm saying?
molded me. So
Hey,
757 and 9 dime.
thank y'all for
Love
tuning
ya.
in to Three Shots.
Hey,
3 Shots.
and we
to
gonna
the Dome.
give
We out here.
We're gonna toast to y'all. Salute
3
y'all.
shots to the
All right,
dome. Let's
three
get it,
shots.
y'all.
We out.
Yeah.
We see y'all next time.
I'll let y'all.
1.
Wait,
What?
before I take my shot.
God damn
Don't
it.
take it.
Before I take my shot.
I ain't gonna not take a shot yet.
I done took the goddamn shot.
Everybody
Before,
threw up.
before I take my shot, send some questions in for who would you like to interview.
Question whoever
Because-
you want.
Facts.
What we're gonna do is whoever gets the most questions, we're gonna create a short video during the week. We're gonna shoot it out to you, and we're gonna answer all your
Facts.
questions. So again, we got
We'll answer the questions separately.
Ty, Terrell. So just do our name first, and then the question. So we'll see you
Yeah.
in the middle.
If you got
of
a
the week.
question for us,
We'll see you in
let
the
us
middle
know
of
so
the
we
week.
can answer
With
it.
a
See y'all.
short episode.
Bang,
Love.
bang,
y'all.
bang.
3 shots.
We got this. 3 shots. Let's go.
I'll at you.
Ha!
Hey, Rick at that.
Hello, what's up this evening? Up in this game, yeah, I know you see it. All the way up, yeah, it's no deceiving. We ain't journey, but don't stop believing. Ain't no Unifo, yeah, it's a trio. Triple up, yeah, do it for our people. Ain't no splitting, yeah, it's always equal. And them boys cold, yeah, I say free, yo. Number 1, yeah, we gon' talk about real. Old school player, not just sitting in the bell. New Jersey brother with stories to tell. Delivering the real like he was handling the mail. Then we got tired, bringing in the swag. Black and gold country, handling the bag. Tar Heel living, laughing and never mad. Plus a light skin life that me and real never had. Oh yeah, and then there's me. No doubt, man, the wildest of the three. Don't filter, incite, awaken in a dream. The absolute no F giver on the team. All three come together, man, know so well. Feeding off of each other, man, by no sale. Too strong with the vibes, man, ain't gon' fail. 3 shots to the dome, finna give y'all hell. 3 shots to the dome, turn to suck, cause you know we on. 3 shots to the dome, recognize all of it on. 3 shots to the dome, turn to suck, cause you know we on. 3 shots to the dome, recognize all of it on.